Should you put a credit freeze on your credit? It's a good question. Hey, it's Craig back with another Mortgage Minute. And you may not have realized you can do this, but you can actually freeze your credit or put a credit freeze on your credit report with the three bureaus. And here's why it may be a good idea for you to do that. Um, Whenever a lender is trying to access your credit report, if you have frozen your credit, that lender will not get your credit report. And as a matter of fact, you have to go and unfreeze your credit for the lender to be able to access your credit report. Now, you might think, well, why is that a good thing? Sounds like kind of a hassle for me. Well, yeah, it can be a little annoying when you actually want the lender to be accessing your credit report. But what if somebody steals your identity? Because here's the reality: when somebody steals your identity, they don't call you up and go, "Oh, by the way, I stole your identity." So you don't know it a lot of times. And if they are trying to open new credit accounts in your name so that they can use them fraudulently, obviously, you may not know it until you start getting calls from collectors. So, for that reason, the three main credit bureaus give you the option to freeze your credit report. And the cool thing is, you can go online to do it. So down below, I'm going to put the website for each of the three credit bureaus. There's Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Okay, it just really takes a few minutes. You can go online, but all three of their sites are set up differently. So I don't really have an easy way to tell you, hey, just do this, this, and this. You really just have to log on to the site and just kind of work your way through. But it's not that complicated because I'm not that smart and I figured it out. So anyway, so if you want to do this, go to all three sites. The other cool part about it is you can actually log back into the website down the road whenever you need the credit freeze lifted, and it's very quick. In most cases, it's instantaneous. So even if you forget and you are legitimately trying to get a loan, and that lender calls you up and says, "Hey, I can't get your credit report because there's a credit freeze," you can very quickly go in and take the credit freeze off and then continue on with what you're trying to do with a legitimate loan. But again, if somebody steals your identity and you have frozen your credit, then they won't be able to open another account fraudulently because that lender won't be able to access a credit report. I guess the exception to that would be is if somebody were going to give them a loan and not access their credit. But I don't know that many lenders are doing that. So if you have trouble with that or if you have questions, call me. I'd love to help you with that. A lot of people don't know this. It is totally free, by the way. Okay. Then I'm going to make one quick disclaimer. The credit bureaus are set up to sell you services. Okay. Let me say that again. The credit bureaus are set up to sell you services. They are not nonprofit agencies. And what do I mean when I say that? When you log on to their site, they're going to try to sell you everything under the sun. The credit freeze is 100% free. So if you start down this road and you get to where it looks like you're having to pay something, you're not going to the correct link because the credit freeze for each one of these bureaus is absolutely free. Okay. They will sell you everything else under the sun, but the credit freeze is totally free. So if you have questions on that, give me a call, 615-498-5626, and I appreciate you watching.